This week is Thanksgiving, and I'm not sure what your plans look like, but I thought we'd read a few Thanksgiving books. The first one is called The Thanksgiving Bowl. It's written by Virginia Kroll and illustrated by Philomena O'Neill. Thanksgiving Day dawned on a sunny town. At Grandma Grace's big white house, tummy-tempting smells greeted her family as they came from their faraway homes. The yellow, plastic Thanksgiving bowl sat on the front hall table beside a pad and pencil so that they could all jot down their "I am thankful for" things. Hours after the supper of roast turkey, chestnut stuffing, mashed potatoes, brown gravy, green beans, sweet corn, boiled yams, and cranberry sauce, Grandma Grace announced, "It's time." Since this Thanksgiving was unusually warm, Grandma Grace and the other grown-ups served pumpkin pie smothered with whipped cream outside on the picnic table. And in their usual tradition, Grandma read each "I am thankful for" aloud while everyone else guessed who had written it. She unfolded the first one and read, "I am thankful for my cuddly calico Annie cat who came to stay last spring." "Sarah," several folks guessed. Sarah smiled, thinking of Annie's soft fur and soothing purr. Another one read, "I am thankful for leftovers so that the feast doesn't have to end today." "Jeremy," the cousins yelled. A tall teenager bowed. After each "I am thankful for," baby Joshy clapped his chubby hands and said, "Me too," which made everyone laugh. The last slip of paper said, "I am thankful that everyone I love is thankful." "Grandma Grace," shouted a chorus of voices. As the sun went down, the wind kicked up. Grown-ups grabbed plates, forks, and cups, and everyone rushed inside. The Thanksgiving bowl tumbled to the ground unnoticed. Across the road to the Rooney's farm it rolled, bumping through rows of cornstalk stubble and wilted pumpkin vines. Finally, it lodged upside down between two low bushes at the far end of one field. On a chilly December night, when the field was awash with light from the full, cold moon, a meadow mouse scampered by, nibbling left-behind seeds. Suddenly, she saw a silent, winged barn owl coming toward her. The mouse eeked and scurried away as the barn owl bore down. Oh, but what was that brightly colored object? The mouse squeezed under the yellow plastic bowl just as the barn owl's talons scraped it. Whew! The bowl had a comforting smell and a cozy feel about it, so the mouse hunkered down, wrapped her tail around herself, and slept until she could safely get away. When she pushed her way out, the yellow plastic bowl turned right side up and went rolling away in the wind again. On a blustery January snow day from school, Brad and Jeff found the bowl by their garage when they went out to make a snowman. "What a perfect hat," Jeff said, and he plunked it on the snowman's head. In February, during an unexpected thaw, the yellow plastic bowl floated in the used-to-be-a-snowman puddle till a breeze sent it rolling to a hill above a rushing stream. Two curious otters saw it and got in. Whee! They slid swiftly down the hill in their flying saucer, bumping against a rock and tumbling out at shore. The water carried the Thanksgiving bowl away. It didn't take long for a pair of Canada geese to find the bowl. In March, the female piled grasses into it, then cushioned it with moss and soft down feathers. She kept her 5 eggs warm in the bowl while her mate stood guard. When their fuzzy goslings were 2 days old, they led them to water. And not a second too soon, for a hungry fox came gosling hunting. He flipped the empty nest upside down, then hurried off in a huff. Shaylin found the Thanksgiving bowl as she hunted for fossils in April. She carried them home in it. Her friend Alexandra said, "That bowl would be the perfect pot for planting my seeds," so Shaylin gave it to her. Alexandra filled it with soil, pushed in her striped seeds, and kept them watered in a sunny window. "Happy Mother's Day, Mom," Alexandra said in May, and she helped Mom plant 4 sturdy sunflower seedlings in their back hall window. The Thanksgiving bowl blew again over the lawn and down the road to Pine Tree Pond. In June, Tori squealed, "Tadpoles!" She spotted the bowl, scooped 7 tadpoles into it, and took them to school. There, she and the other 3rd graders watched them every day till they turned into full-fledged frogs. Tori brought the frogs back to the pond in the yellow plastic bowl and let them go. The bowl found its way across the highway to an apartment building. Alyssa used it as a boat to float her doll Denise in her wading pool on a sweltering July afternoon. That evening, a gusty thunderstorm took the bowl across a field next door, where it tumbled between rows of red, ripe tomatoes and sweet green peppers. In August, the bowl wound up in Christopher's sandbox. He and his best friend Noah used it as a mold to build a grand castle for their knights and dragons. In September, Christopher's mom raked her yard and added the bowl to her bin for recycling plastic. The bowl fell off the recycling truck when Mr. Bacon, the trash collector, hit a bump. It rolled all the way to Tyler's backyard. "Are you big enough to fill the bird feeder?" his grandpa asked him. Tyler stood on tippy toes, but he wasn't quite tall enough. Then he turned over the Thanksgiving bowl, used it as a step stool, and reached just right. Looking for food in late October, a mother raccoon and her 3 playful kits discovered the plastic bowl and decided to investigate. They prodded it and pushed it around, past the Rooney's farm and across the road. When they got hungry, they left it in a pile of orange leaves in front of a big white house. On Thanksgiving Day, Grandma Grace's family pulled into the driveway once again. Toddler Joshy spotted something in the yard and ran to get it. He came back a second later wearing a yellow plastic hat. He marched proudly into the house, declaring, "I a builder. My helmet." "Mercy," Grandma Grace explained. "I've been looking all over for that. Wherever did you find the Thanksgiving bowl?" "Right where we left it last year," Sarah answered. Grandma Grace looked puzzled. Then she smiled and opened her arms for a warm, tight, sweet-smelling Thanksgiving hug. So the Thanksgiving bowl had quite the journey. It was home for a mouse. It was a sled for some otters. It was a boat for a doll. It was used to mold sandcastles. It was a hat for a snowman. And it went all around the neighborhood and eventually made its way back home for Thanksgiving. What a fun story. The next one is called Be Thankful, Pout Pout Fish. Mr. Fish's friends and family from afar and from next door are together at the table, and of course, there's room for more. They've all brought tasty dishes, which they're passing and they're sharing. The flavor of Thanksgiving is their gratitude and caring. Mr. Fish enjoys the bounty, but the very best part is the happiness of feeling full of thankful in his heart. This book is written by Deborah Dyson and illustrated by Dan Hanna. I hope this Thanksgiving you find someone to celebrate with and you think about all the things that make you grateful, all the things that make your life easier, happier, and just a life worth living. Friends, I'm thankful for you, and I'm thankful for my own family. Have a great Thanksgiving.